Auntie Mickey's house. Oh yeah, yeah. Auntie Mickey's house. Auntie's house. You're in the house. You know you're in the house. Come on in and grab a seat, grab a seat. Come on in and hit that light, hit that light. Oh, you're Aunt Mickey's house. Auntie Mickey's house. Grab a seat, prop your feet. Let's sip some tea, sip that tea. Entertainment, news, and spirituality. From the culture to the fun, Auntie sets the tone. Sets the tone. With a laugh and a truth, she holds the throne. She holds the throne, yeah. Auntie Mickey's house. Come on in now. Auntie Mickey's house. Oh, Auntie's house. You're in the house. You know you're in the house. Come on in and grab a seat, yeah, yeah. Come on in and hit that light. Don't forget now. Auntie Mickey's house. She can roast with a smile, drop wisdom too. Break down the headlines, bring it straight to you. Straight to you, baby. Community strong, conversation grown. Grown talk, baby. Auntie Mickey's house. Make yourself at home, yeah. Come together, every voice is heard. Every voice. Respect the vibe, let's share the word. Oh, yeah. From the jokes to the prayer, she keeps it real. Keeps it real. Auntie Mickey's house, that's the deal. That's the deal, baby. Auntie Mickey's house. Auntie's house. Oh yeah. Auntie Mickey's house. Auntie's house. On in the house. You know you're in the house. Come on in and grab a seat, grab a seat. Come on in and hit the light, hit the light, hit the light. You're at Auntie Mickey's, yeah, yeah. Auntie Mickey's house. Auntie Mickey's, Auntie Mickey's house. Auntie Mickey's house.
Hey Mickey. Oh Mickey, you're so fine. So fine, you got my mind. Oh Mickey, you're so fine. So fine, you. Oh Mickey, you're so fine.
Hit the like button, it don't cost you nothing.
It's Auntie Mickey's house. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Auntie Mickey's house. Auntie's house. You're in her house. You know you're in her house. Come on in and grab a seat, grab a seat. Come on in and hit that light, hit that light. Oh, you're at Auntie Mickey's. Yeah, 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 yeah. Auntie's house. Auntie's house. Auntie's house. Grab a seat, drop your feet, let's sip some tea. Sip that tea. Entertainment, news, and spirituality. From the culture to the fun, Auntie sets the tone. With a laugh and a truth, she holds the throne. She holds the throne, yeah. Auntie's house. Oh, Auntie's house. You know you're in a house. Come on in and grab a seat, yeah. Come on in and hit that light. Don't forget. Auntie Mickey's house, oh yeah, yeah. situation grown. Don't tell baby. Auntie Mickey's house. Make yourself at home, yeah. Come together, every voice is heard. Every voice. Respect the vibe, let's share the word, oh yeah. From the jokes to the prayers, she keeps it real. Keeps it real, keeps it real. That's the deal, that's the deal, baby, yeah, yeah. Auntie Mickey's house, Auntie's house, oh yeah. Auntie Mickey's house, you know you're in a house. Come on in and grab a seat, come on in and hit that light, oh yeah. Auntie Mickey's, yeah. Auntie Mickey's house, Auntie Mickey's house, Auntie Mickey's house, oh.
Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon. How you doing? Happy Tuesday. This is a sad Tuesday. I'm sure you all know by now. Man. I can't even bear the news because I know you guys already heard. We lost a good one today. Let me welcome everybody here first of all. Donna, how you doing, Donna? Hello, my honey bunny. How you doing, love? Don't work too hard tonight. Hi, Camille. Hello, Kendra. Discerning 8, how are you, sweetheart? Hello, Benjamin. Lord have mercy. Benjamin Padilla. Oh, yes, we will be praying for you, sweetheart. Discerning 8, we are soliciting prayers for her biopsy tomorrow. You got it, baby. Barbara Weaver, how are you, sweetheart? Let me go on down the line. Hello, Catherine Powell. Yeah, Benjamin, I was shocked too. I was thinking the same thing you were. Millionaire's Cove, hello, sweetie. Let's see. Retretta, hello, my love. Yes, it is. But it is your birthday today. Happy birthday, Retretta. Bless your heart. Now what happens to his son, Michael? Michael, I think Michael gonna be just fine. I think Michael will be just fine. Let's see, we got Catherine, Petretta, LaWanda, hello, sweetie. Hello, Alfreda. Yolanda, Mr. Phillips. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. I hope y'all are comfortable. Hello, Irvin. Hello, sweetheart. Where am I? I'm right here, sweetie. Here, let me do you a solid. I'm right here. I'm right here. I'll be trying to get things together first. Kendra, how's it going? I think I got everybody. Hello, Renee. How are you, sweetie? Lady of Elegance Candles. Hello, sweetheart. Q-Rock. What's up, Q-Rock? Prophetic Proverbs. Hello, my love. I'm doing good today. I'm doing good. Hello, Renee. I think I got everybody. Oh, bless your heart, Yolanda. Thank you. Hello, Satin. My satin doll. Satin. Hi, Angelina. Ooh-wee. It's been a hard one today, I tell you. woke up to the news, and I'm sure you all heard the same. But you know what? I had the same thought that Benjamin had. That explains a lot as to why he wasn't at Angie's funeral. That explains a lot. I just hope he didn't suffer. I know pancreatic cancer is no joke. 7 months apart. I feel for Michael. I really do. But I think Michael's going to be just fine. He came from good stock. Yes, he did. Oh my goodness. 51 years old. And this kind of hits home for me because that's what I lost my sister to. And she suffered quite a bit. She really did. Hi, Nadine. She suffered quite a bit, and she was only this big to begin with. So she just literally, went down to close to nothing. Hi, Jess. All right, sweetheart. Don't work too hard. But it's sad because he was young in today's standards. Oh, so you understand Millionaire's Code. It is no joke. Pancreatic cancer is one of the hardest, if not the hardest, to overcome. Okay, Urban girl, listen. You already know. And I'm really not trying to hear it. I'm not. You know, some things just, life is life. Yes, I'm sure it was Millionaire's Code. I'm sure it was. Oh, they already said that, LaWanda? Wow. They don't waste no time, do they? Well, I don't know, sweet. I don't know, lady. I don't know, but I'm just going to stay away from that subject. Yes, I believe he was also grieving. But he was battling this for a while, from what I understand. It had been quite a while. So, I don't know what a while would be in their context. All I know is that my sister, she was gone in a year. Yeah, it takes them down fast. She was gone in 1 year. So I had to make a decision as to whether or not to either help pay for her funeral or drive to Reno to see her. So I drove to Reno to see her. I saw another platform. He was in hospice for the last 2 weeks. Wow. Oh my goodness. It takes them down fast. Exactly, Millionaire's Code. Let people grieve and mourn without all the and all the. I hope not, Camille. I don't want to see that nonsense. I really don't. I really don't. If he had that, then there's nothing conspiratory about it. Life be lifing, and death be deathin'. Oh my goodness. Well, I could pay a tribute to him too, based on my memory. I had so many memories because of D'Angelo. Ain't that right, boo? You in the house. See, when Brown Sugar came out, I was what? 33 years old. I was young. Hi, Down South Stitcher. I was 33 years old, what some people would consider their prime. Let's see what Benjamin said. Benjamin said he must have hung on a while if he was ill that long. That takes folks out quick. My cousin is a doctor. She said pancreatic and ovarian for women are the hardest to detect. I just don't get why. Well, here's the thing about what my daughter, Jesus, I don't even have a daughter, what my sister went through. They were going to operate, but apparently the cancer had wound up along the base of her spinal cord, and they just couldn't get to it. So it was inoperable. What? Aretha had it for 8 years? That's a long time to have that. Wow, Catherine, that's amazing. I didn't know that. Jesus. Well, condolences to the family. I give my sincerest condolences to Michael, especially to Diamond, and all the extended family of his as well. But one thing I can say, boy, D'Angelo, yes, he was the epitome of brown sugar. I gotta give it to him. Oh my goodness. He leaves behind Michael D'Angelo Archer II. How does it feel? Oh, honey, we're going to get to that one. Ooh, Jesus. He has a daughter he leaves behind by the name of Imani Archer. And there's also son, Morocco Archer. And yes, D'Angelo was sometimes called the Mr. Sexy of NeoSoul. Hits like Brown Sugar, Lady, Cruisin'. That was the remake of the old Smokey Robinson cut. And how does it feel? Ladies, how did it feel when you saw that video the first time? How did you feel when you saw that video? When the bottom just cut off right there at hit the hip bone before it could go anywhere further down. Whoo, Lord have mercy. That video caused an uproar in the music industry as the frame cut right above the point of no return. But a lot of people don't know that he was not only the writer, he was one of the writers of You Will Know, which was on the original soundtrack of Jason's Lyric, I believe. Is it Jason's Lyric? Yeah, Jason's Lyric back in like 1994, 95, something like that. I'm being fast, Nadine. Shoot. I didn't get this old off of nothing. Hi, Ron Cooley. Oh, my goodness. But I tell you, You Will Know. That was a beautiful video. Jess says, I was in high school, turned on BET, and didn't blink. And my mom told me to close my mouth. Oh, my goodness. But, it's something the way that the industry really sexualized him at a young age. Very young age. But that video, that whole conglomeration between, not only did he help write the song, but he and Brian McKnight produced the song. So they got together like a plethora of beautiful black men. Yes, I am being fresh 8 with the 24. You know I am. I'm old. I ain't dead. Come on now. Let me check. No, I'm not dead down there yet. Yeah, it's still going on. It still works. Oh, Jesus. Okay, sorry. Oh my God, he got people together. Oh my God. Let me see. Yeah, he talked about that, how the industry made it so he felt like he had to look that way forever. Yeah, and it gave him a complex about his weight and stuff like that. That was, baby. Listen. But, I really enjoyed that video that they did. I really appreciated the conglomeration that they did. Tevin Campbell, Joe, El DeBarge, Gerald Levert, Brian McKnight, Christopher Williams. I seen Lenny Kravitz in there. I seen Michael McCary in there. I saw Usher, Aaron Hall, even oh my God, R. Kelly. Lenny Kravitz was in there on the guitar. Man, I really cherish those days because those were really good days for me and my family. Hi, Boss B. Okay, hello, Auntie. Boss B from the Ladies' Diary. Big Jack said you wanted an invite, and I'm happily sending you an email shortly. I look forward to it, sweetheart. I told him I'd be there, sweetie. I appreciate it. Thank you. You got my email address, love? Yes, I did promise Big Jack that I would be there. Okay, sweetie. You are so welcome. I look forward to it. What a year it's been with these shocking deaths. Absolutely. I'm telling you, it's crazy. I do, and I see you were online, so here to. Thank you, love. Discerning 8 says, I want some of your brown sugar. But oh my God, he was just so talented. Not to mention Angie Stone and the part that she played in building him to be the artist that he was. They put a lot of emphasis on their romantic relationship, but yeah, they got something good out of that. They got Michael. But he reaped the ultimate benefit out of that relationship. He really did. I'm so sorry to hear that, Pamela. Boy, it seems like we all have lost somebody to something close to it, or, man. Yes, 8 with the 24, I tell you. When Brown Sugar was out, I wore that CD out. I had to get a new one to replace the old one. And see, that's the thing, LaWanda. They don't put enough emphasis on that. Angie Stone is who made him. I put my hand on the Bible when I say it. I know he had talent. And she got to see some of the talent we didn't see. Okay? Some tried to make her out to be a monster behind that. But she wasn't a monster. I can't say she was a monster. She wasn't a monster. She really loved that man to the very end. It's just sad that, Michael has lost 2 parents 7 months apart. Had it not been for Angie Stone, I don't believe that D'Angelo would have made it as far as he did. And once he got to a certain point, Then they cut her loose. They treated her like shit. They treated her like shit. I recall hearing a story. I don't know if you guys heard this same story, but, and correct me if I'm wrong in this story, but D'Angelo and Angie were in a limo on their way to some award show. I don't know what it was. And I'm trying to remember if it was Vivica Fox or someone else who they made him walk the red carpet with Vivica and kind of pushed Angie to the curb. Yes, LaWanda. That was some foul shit. I don't care what, Lord forgive me. That was really foul, the way they treated that woman. As talented as she was. Wow. It was Vivica. Okay. Now look at Vivica now. I tell you one thing, Angie didn't have to go out and get no BBL. Or do anything to her face. She was comfortable in her own skin, in her own body. And I'm only sorry that she got ill toward the end. She was ill. But she was still comfortable in her chocolate black self. With her pretty black self. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? You're putting people on left and right. They're benefiting off of your gift. And folks is cutting you down. Stealing your money. Pushing you to the curb. Don't walk down that red carpet with him. You don't look good enough. Put him with her. Yeah, she was fine. I don't know what the heck she was thinking of when she did all that stuff to herself. But I tell you what, the industry will always miss Angie. Can't nobody touch her. Can't nobody touch her. So again, I just, I want to give my sincerest condolences to the family. I'm sure they're not, I don't think Diamond's watching or anything like that, but just in case she is. Diamond, you have my condolences. Your brother has my condolences. The whole kinfolk tribe gives you our sincerest condolences in the loss of D'Angelo. Whew. Well, I'm going to turn this music down again. I really wish I could play his music today. I really wish I could without a copyright strike. But I know I'd get one. But what I did manage to get together, I don't know if anyone else has gotten this interview. I just spent all afternoon trying to get D'Angelo content for y'all. Because that's who we're celebrating his life today. I like that. Rest in peace, Angie and D'Angelo. Legends don't die, they just sing in the sky. Can you imagine that choir up there? Wow, Pamela. You have my condolences. Your nephew found out he had it before Thanksgiving 2024. And by June 2025, he was gone. 47 years old. Well, I'm telling you, that is taking people out so early. Yes, they do discerning aid. They do for the instrumental as well as the original. Hello, Chandra. Excuse me. But what I will do is, since I can't play his music, I would love to, but I can't. Hello, Crystal. How are you? Let's see here. Yeah, Benjamin, I agree. They dumped all on it. They all dumped on Angie. She made those foul chicks, including Jill Scott and the other two she made. What was it? Erica Badu, Miss I Can't Make a Concert on Time to Save My Neck, Lauryn Hill. Jesus. I don't know what done got into Lauryn Hill's head. I mean, don't get me wrong, I loved her. I loved her. In what she played? She was in, what was the name of her group? I'm tripping. What was the name of the group? Not the Roots. Was it the not the Roots? Oh my God. What is the name of the group Lauryn Hill was in? Fugees. Thank you. That's a shame, Dawn. That's a shame. As much as I played that music and I can't remember nothing. Hi, Tawana. Man, I tell you, I don't know what done got into Lauryn Hill. She can't get to a concert now in time to save her neck. And the cold part about it is she has an attitude when she gets on stage. She came here, had people wait 2 hours late, and she came out like she was on time with an attitude. I'm like, wait, boo boo, why you tripping? Wow. She got to get a babysitter with all them kids. Yeah, she got to pay for all them kids too, don't she? Wow. Well, shout out to all of them. But I'm going to give my biggest shout out to Angie. Angie and D'Angelo. Because it was Angie that made D'Angelo, in my opinion. That's my humble opinion. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Oh, that's right, Mary J. Blige. Oh my God, Mary J. Blige truly benefited off of Angie. She got her whole swag. I wish she would 8 with the 24. If she got anything to offer, I wish that she would expose what she knows. Angie made them though. She's the one that gave Mary J. Blige her whole swag. Oh, it's okay, Mr. Phillips, but you can look at the replay. I won in the end. And I took my tail home. Oh my goodness. Yeah, somebody seems to have a problem with me going to the casino lately, and I'm not going to pay that vermin dust. So they had the audacity to come into my comment section and make comments about being at the casino. Like, kick dust, okay? Oh, wait a minute. Alfreda, what did you say here? Vanessa Brown knows gospel singer died in a car accident September 2025. I'm sorry, who is that, sweetheart? I don't know where Mary J. Blige is. I thought I'd seen her out a couple times on TV. You're going tonight, Mr. Phillips? Man, get some bonuses in. Get some bonuses in for me. Knowles, huh? You still mad 8 with the 20. I stay away from them apps. They're not as exciting. Jess says, what? Who? Oh, hell no. Yeah, you know who that was, sweetheart. She crawled up out of her hole and had something to write in my comment section. Said something about you going I went to the casino, something about my husband or something. I said, you wish you had a man. Get out of my doggone chat. I had a good win, Barbara. Thank you. Yes. Yeah, that's rude, Jess. But you know what? Some folk, they just don't have no home training. What can I say? Especially when you're confused. You know what I mean. She can't make up her mind. But anyway, off of that subject. Yes, anybody in the chat, do me a favor. Discerning 8 put my my link to my second channel in the chat. So would you please subscribe so I can start going live on that channel? I'm one short. I just need one more subscriber and I can go live on that channel. So if you guys wouldn't mind subscribing, I'd really appreciate it. I really would. That way I can balance both channels out. Benjamin says Mary stole the axe. She gave away something that was uniquely hers that perhaps she should have kept to herself. Yeah. Well, you know what? Big ups to both of them. Big ups to both of them. We'll always keep them up in our thoughts and the family up in our prayers. But in the meantime, let me share this little interview with D'Angelo. Some of you may have already seen it. It was done back in, I think, September of 2024. I might be wrong. Let me make sure I've got the right one. I got a bunch of stuff here. Here we go. And let me turn this down just a little bit more so y'all can hear him.
If you landed from another...
I'm sorry.
That's good.
Here we go.
So do we bring it down? Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Thank you, Miss Purple.
D'Angelo, take one.
Excellent. So, first question. First, thank you for doing this.
Thank you for having me. Thanks for having me, man.
If you landed from another planet, so you come down and say, what is funk? How would you describe funk to someone who'd never heard of it before?
Okay. Funk, the best way I can describe it to me, all right, I remember George Clinton saying something like this. He said, rock and roll is like the blues sped up. It's like a faster version of the blues.
That's good.
So
That's
funk
good.
is kind of like, it's not as slow as the blues, so it's right in the middle, you know. But I think the whole concept to me and what funk really means to me is it's black rock and roll. It's when George said we have returned to reclaim the pyramids, that's what that represents to me. You know, like, you know, I don't know, it's like we're showing you and we're coming to reclaim what's ours, and this is ours. Rhythm and blues, what you call rock and roll, this is our music. You know, it's not just about, you know, no disrespect, but, you know, white boys playing guitars. It's not what you know, we kind of invented this.
Faith, I am so sorry I didn't see you come in. Hello, my love. Good to see you. Faith says, that industry will pimp you of your talent. Is that the truth or what? I mean, we've seen so many people, so many artists that's happened to. And Benjamin said he meant Angie gave away her own act, meaning to Mary J. Blige. That's very, very true. It's sad because Look who's really benefiting from it now. But who can walk away with their head held high? I say Angie, even though she passed away too soon, in my opinion. I know God is in control. But man, I tell you, that woman kept her dignity. I mean, for real.
So, and it's just like a reclaiming of that, you know.
If someone had to say to you, if the same person comes to you, okay, what should I listen to? What should I be, if I want to understand what funk is, what should I be listening to?
I would say the first thing is to get him well abreast with James Brown, you know, preferably like late '60s, right before the mutiny happened with Maceo and them, and then when Bootsy came and he had the new JBs.
Yes.
That I would tell him to listen to
Bootsy.
Band of Gypsies album, Jimi Hendrix, and Sly and the Family Stone. You know.
Tell me about why Band of Gypsies.
To me, that was the main foundation or construct as far as spacing it out. You know what I mean? Because to me, the main foundation was laid down by James Brown, yeah, hands down to me.
Yep.
You know, but Jimmy.
Agree with you.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people don't. They have this idea of Hendrix just from burning guitar and Hey Joe,
Mm-hmm.
but he was deeply a blues musician.
Yes.
And an R&B musician.
Oh yes, first and foremost, and like to me, he's a blues man. To me, he's just like blues man from outer space. You know, it's as primitive as it is, and it's as futuristic as it can be at the same time. So yeah, man, you know.
Yeah, one of the interesting things that is that when I was talking to like people about the Ohio Players and Sugarfoot, and
Y'all heard what he said. Ohio Players and Sugarfoot. See, a lot of you young folk don't know about that. Y'all don't know about them Ohio Players. The Ohio Players. Even George Clinton, Funkadelic, Parliament. That was funk. Rick James was funk. That was the newer. It wasn't the beginning, but it was the epitome of funk. Absolute. Man, Q-Rock, you already know. Great album. Jimmy made the guitar talk. He used to make that bad boy talk. But once again, there's another tragedy right there. Jimi Hendrix. The industry. Yes, Cameo. Larry Blackman, I think he's still up there trying to word up. I believe it, Ron. I believe it. Even the Stone City Band, the one that Stone Paxton played with in the later years, they still hanging tough. There's something about funk, you just can't get away from it. And I'm not talking about funk, like, not that kind of funk. We talking about deep in your soul funk. Coming to you directly from the mothership, top of the chocolate Milky Way. 500,000 kilowatts of P-Funk power. So kick back, dig, and let me do it to you in your eardrums. Oh, me, I'm known as Lollipop Man, alias the long-haired sucker. My motto is, make my funk the P-Funk. I want my funk uncut. Okay, I'm gonna leave it alone. Stop it, Nick, stop.
a lot of what you get out of when you listen to all those bands is that funk has this. It's R&B, but it's also blues.
Yes.
In a way that only people appreciate. A lot of those bands, all those Midwestern bands, they're all just country boys.
Mm-hmm.
Their family stopped in Dayton.
Dayton, that's right.
Yes. Are you really familiar with how many bands came out of Dayton?
I wasn't until I saw that piece on Ohio Players, and then I was like, wow, that's right. You got Zap, Ohio Players, of course, so many. Slave.
Yeah.
Wow, it's crazy.
So, I want you to talk about I mean, you have a lot of influences in your music, but what is funk? How does funk play a part in your? How did it play a part in your development? What's the first time you recognized funk as a different thing from, let's say, gospel or jazz or whatever?
Well, the first one to kind of like be the catalyst to kind of like point the way was Prince to me. That was it for me, and I was so young when say Dirty Mind came out. Like, to me, that was the shift. You know, that's when he kind of put his flag in the ground, and I was what 7 years old, so I was so young, but my brain was so open.
Benjamin, I agree. Benjamin said, wait, where'd it go? Those musicians are no longer, and it's sad. This is why I like Stone. He's a throwback. Stone has that old time, that old school flavor. Get funked up. Faith said get funded up. But Stone has that old flavor, and I think it's because he went into the business so young. You know, he got his first contract at what, 16, 15, 16, something like that. So he started out really, really young. He's almost an anomaly, so to speak. So he still carries that funk with him. I can't. I gotta give it to him. Oh, I know what you meant, Benjamin. Absolutely. See, it's days like this, as sad as it can be. It gives us a moment to reminisce on where we came from. You know, unfortunately, younger people may not be able to relate to that, but in the same token, they're artists from their day. I mean, the true artists. Oh, absolutely, Angelina. B.B. King, Lucille. We can go back into Rufus Thomas. Rufus Thomas and what's the other brother's name? Did the blues. B.B. King, Rufus Thomas. It'll come to me. But it gives us an opportunity to reminisce on where our musical roots came from our era. And I don't care what nobody says, our era, can't nobody top our era. Nobody. We came along and we just reinvented what was already there. It just literally, they laid the foundation for us to reinvent what they had already created. Yes, they were satin. Them girls was bad too. And so were the young ladies that was in Sly and the Family Stone. They didn't get enough credit. No, they gave all this hoopla to Larry Graham out of that group. But them girls, what can I say? Them girls. Bobby Blue Bland, thank you, Ron. See, I knew somebody in the chat got my back. Even though my back is back here, my back is right here. Let me go ahead and finish playing this interview.
What it was. But I mean, that was the catalyst, because everything that I guess would kind of influenced him, or that I learned influenced him, that's what I went to go seek after. So, you know, I went and aggressively sought after James Brown, or, you know, George Clinton in Parliament,
Yes.
I could tell that he was influenced by Ohio players, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, he kind of, you know, pointed me in the direction to hear all that. And I don't know, I guess during like the late 80s, early 90s, when sampling became such a big thing, and it was about, you know, digging in the crates and getting samples and finding new breaks and what have you.
Okay, everybody. I want y'all to also go and support 8 with the 24. I believe you put his channel in the chat, Discerning 8. Thank you so much. Go support this talent we have up in our chat today. Please. I heard he's a bad man, pajama. Oh my goodness. Marvin Cease. Oh my goodness, yes. Hi, Lisa. Yes, we gotta uplift each other. We push each other here. If you have a talent here that needs to be exposed, please. If you got to send me an email or say something to someone else, one of the mods or something, don't keep your mouth shut, because we gonna put it out there for you. Wow, she sing with her daughter. Lisa knows Smith and the Brown Singers. Okay, I gotta go check it out too. Yes, a lot of greats are leaving us, but we got a lot of greats still here, and we have to support them, even the ones right here in this chat. So, you guys, come on, go on over there and support 8 with the 24. Let's push him up there. Push him all the way into the stratosphere. I want everybody to make it. Yeah, AI is going to take over the industry, but in the meantime and in between time, those of us that can appreciate what raw talent is, we going to make sure we holding that down more than AI. So yes, definitely. We got you, baby. We got you, 8 with the 24. We love you.
And I started listening to things like Band of Gypsies that sounded like I couldn't tell whether if it was made back then or if it was made now, because the same beat, it sounded like Premier. You know what I'm saying? Like Buddy Miles, the way he was hitting the drums sounded like Premier to me. Or the Meters. When I first heard the Meters, I was like, that shit sound like it was made just now, sound like Marley Marl or something, So I guess that was the thing, because I started recognizing these common threads that kind of put all these things together. Hip hop, music that was being made back then, like the Meters and, Band of Gypsies or what have you. So it's interesting because I heard a tape just recently of when James first got Bootsy and Catfish and them from King Studios or whatever, and they were like opening up. They were opening up for the real James Brown band, and so they just did like an instrumental set. So they was doing Jimmy, they was doing Power of Love, they were playing the Meters. You know what I'm saying? It's Bootsy and them like rocking. So it all makes sense. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of coming from the same tree. Yeah,
it's amazing because Bootsy was it's almost like a generational thing. Mm-hmm. That he was coming from all of that, what was rock or progressive funk, and James was coming from the other side, mm-hmm. coming to funk, but they were coming from different places.
Right.
And they met in the middle. Mm-hmm. And it was funny because I think the reason it was short-lived, because they weren't together that long.
Yes.
Was that they were going in different directions at the same time. And they met, and then they kept going.
That's right. That's right.
Talk a bit more about Prince in terms of funk, because it's interesting. Some people I've talked to were like, Prince marketed himself when he first came out, like, the time was, funk is dead.
Right.
And then the time kind of became the new kind of funk band.
Right, so there was no horns, right. And they were using the synthesizers in the same capacity as, say, a funk band would use the horn section. Right.
And they got rid of, the clothes.
So was it like that? The time was like funk is dead?
That was one of the ads. Do you remember that, Alan?
Oh, Alan's there.
Oh.
No.
Because it was almost like you kill the old to get to, you have to kill the old to get to new. Because when they came out, they dressed differently. They came back to Prince wore what he wore, but the time was suit and tie. Right. It was like gangster
time
thing.
And they had these, I don't know, new romantic, new wave type
Right.
things moving in with it. But to me, which is very funky because, all right, Sly and the Family Stone.
Because you know, you look at Human League, Jimmy and Terry ended up producing them.
Right.
Because they were actually, again, it's interesting. Sometimes you have these things where people come from two different places, but they meet in the middle. I was quite curious too, because now when you first came out, there was this whole neo-soul phrase.
Yes.
Did you ever? I mean, it's a slight digression, but did you ever embrace that? What did you think of that phrase?
I never embraced it. Never.
Okay.
Because first of all, because when I first came out, and people would ask me, and this is when R&B was the word. Use R&B, not even rhythm and blues, but R&B, and or New Jack Swing was dying. Was fizzling out. So when I first came out, everyone would ask me, so what do you do? And I would say soul. I say soul music. Not neo-soul, but soul.
I can't help it. I got to give us a big old pat on the back from how much different kind of musics have come out of this culture. I mean, when you really, really think about it, we talking about all kind of different music. I mean, when you think about it, neo-soul, R&B, the blues, I mean, funk, all of these different genres come out of the same culture. All of these different genres, and they're evolving as we speak. They're evolving as we speak. And I don't know about y'all. Have y'all heard of October London? If you close your eyes and listen to October London, you will swear he's Marvin Gaye all over again. October London. If you haven't heard of him, please go out and get his album. That young man, oh my God. He's like he's a rebirth of Marvin. I just had to shout him out.
And I was like, soul, it's like either you got it or you don't. It's not, how can it be? And I hear you with the whole today's generation of it, but to me that's separative. And also, it puts us in the box. It puts us right back in the box that we were trying to get out of in the first place. So I never dug it.
Well, it's interesting too when you look at this journey because I'm really on the funk tip. I was talking to Stuart Matthewman, about. And he's saying, he and Sade came out of a funk band. And they've never have, while they don't make funk records, there's always funk elements. A lot of what he does on guitar, his wah-wah thing comes right out of Wah Wah Watson. It's also interesting that it seems like during that period, funk had morphed. I mean, you had funky tracks, but you didn't do necessarily what we call, in the mind, is organic funk.
Right. Okay, you're talking about...
Yeah.
Okay, yes. And I think that,
What happened? What happened to the sound?
The thing progresses, that's how it's breaking down to get more elemental.
Hold on, y'all.
Voodoo is more of a funk album than the first one.
Yes, it is. Horn section, right. We did a lot of it, one take, Roy Hargrove put some crazy arrangements down, like kind of reminiscent of Fred Wesley and with Funk on Parliament. So, yeah, definitely.
Also, when you were on tour, as I remember that tour, compared to what you did with Brown Sugar, was much more of a funk tour from what I remember of it.
Yes, sir.
So it's interesting that did you feel? I mean, one of the things that's come up now, and I've seen your show now, and it's a lot of direction you're going in now.
Is that Vlad?
It's a question that, I've been interviewing people.
Is that Vlad? Put a 1 in the chat if that's Vlad, the culture vulture. It really sounds like him, but he's really reverberating this microphone. I'm gonna play him some more, and tell me if the guy that's interviewing D'Angelo right here is Vlad. I'm not a fan. No? Okay. I don't know why he just sounded like Vlad to me.
There's not. There's like there used to be a million funk bands or black just black bands.
Right.
There's like the Roots.
Mm-hmm.
Why do
Okay.
you think that particular strain in the DNA of black music has? Is it gone or is it just moved on to another place? What do you think funk is right now in terms of the black community?
Okay, now I see it's not him.
I think awareness is the big thing. I think most people really don't even really understand what it is, in the black, especially young black kids.
Okay, Faith.
But you'd be surprised too, because a lot of, and I like a funk, they hear, funky worm synthesizer, and they're thinking about, like Roger Troutman and Zapp type things. But to me, funk, that's like the later incarnations of it. Like,
Oh my goodness, Angelina, you took me back to Barry White. Mm. Right on, right on, right on. You got to throw Isaac Hayes in there too. Barry White and Junior Walker and the All Stars, and I love Chuck Brown Band of D.C., Maryland, and Virginia. Oh my goodness! See, you going way back, sweetheart. Practice what you preach. My favorite Barry White song, ironically, has no words, and that's the love. What is the Love Orchestra? His orchestra, the Love Unlimited Orchestra. I love that song that they did. Oh my God, you could just cruise all summer long listening to that one song. Yes, Real Life Chronicles. It's sad, but we paying tribute to him today. Roy Ayers. Oh my goodness. Skin Tight by the Ohio Players. Let's not forget about Roller Coaster. Roller Coaster and the Scream. Y'all remember the Scream? They had a little urban legend going with that Scream in the background. They said it was a girl being unalived in a back room, but it sold records. Oh my goodness.
to me, the essence of real funk is not about bells and whistles and all that. It's really about black rock and
Heaven
roll.
must be like this. Oh my
To
God.
me, a good precursor to what funk would be about, and a lot of people sleep on this, is Otis Redding. Because that shit was hard driving rhythm and blues. Major chords, sharp angles, really piercing horn lines, and he was just such a hard driving vocalist. That's precursor to the funk.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And it's funny. I want to ask you about vocals. I mean, I'm glad you brought up Otis. There's a sound.
Mm.
I'm gonna please me. Yow, ow, whatever.
Yeah.
You'll never
Yeah,
find
all that. That,
another love like
okay,
mine.
I'm glad you touched on that. Okay, that is,
Don't get me
it,
started.
okay, if we're going to pin it down to one person who's the godfather of all of that, and where the funk singing comes from, Ray Charles. It's
Exactly
Ray
8 with the
Charles.
24.
Because
You have got
Sly
that right.
is, to me, the one who really just like owned it, and like, so the Sugarfoots and the Larry Blackmans and all of those guys that would come after, they were biting really off of Sly, and Sly was really biting off of Ray Charles. Sly was like Ray Charles on acid. So
That's a great description.
Ray
And when you say
Charles
that,
on acid.
yeah,
yeah, because that is one of the from Lionel Richie. People don't. Lionel Richie was yowing his ass off.
yeah, the early Commodore shit, yeah, hell yeah.
What do you? So you think? Oh, that's a Ray Charles sound. That's nice. Yeah, I gotta process that. I like that.
That's why I'm
I want to give you a
easy.
couple records. Okay. Just get some. Tell me what
I'm
this reminds
easy
you
like
of.
a Sunday morning.
Should I hold it up for the camera?
Yes, that's the album.
Earth, Wind, and Fire. See, and just the whole,
That's the album right
listen,
there.
everyone's got their eyes closed and
Oh my
going all
God.
crazy,
Earth, Wind,
shit,
and
and
Fire.
Maurice in the middle. It's just mystical, man. It playing on this mysticism and it's just awesome.
Look at Burdine before he had that
I mean, what do you
long
think music?
that
What did
long
Earth, Wind, and
hair.
Fire do that was different than, let's say, what Parliament did, or some of the other bands? How would you?
It's funny. I like, um, and it's funny because I was thinking about this too. I talk about this all the time. Like,
Okay. Greg Rico, he doesn't get a. He's
Oh
come up
my
a lot. People,
goodness. Ooh, that
Greg D
way back.
of the Beasties was raving about Greg.
yes,
He's underappreciated.
he is. He is. He's underrated, but you can't deny it. And just the hip hop samples alone, that's him playing that shit. And like, you always hear about Clyde Stubblefield. You always hear about Jerome Bigfoot Bradley, but yeah, Gregorico was awesome. And just him and Larry Graham together, just that pocket that they had, man, it was crazy. It's crazy.
One more.
I'd love to see that satin.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Well, see, this is
Gap Band. Oh yeah. I went
so
backstage
telling
to that one.
the cats who were still holding the torch.
Oh my
Some of
God,
them
Uncle
was like
Charlie
trying
when
to
he was
it
young.
looked like they were trying to. The technology was changing and whatever. So these guys
Burn
did it.
rubber on me.
Yeah.
Hey, talk a little bit about because I think that's interesting. One of the key storylines in this is funk morphed, and the technology, the people who were doing funk embraced it. And we're going back to the clavinet,
Yeah.
you know, and because that had nothing to do with funk. The people who made it had no idea that it would end up in these bands. So
Oh, right.
when the drum machines came in. I mean, you're absorbing all of this.
Yes.
Did you feel like there was a loss of funk, or did it just change because people adapted?
Oh,
I think
I would
that
love to
it
see that
just,
satin.
yeah, I think it always happens, right? When something gets really, really popular, and then you get uh,
Yes, her is
at some
bad.
point it just
I
starts
don't get
just
to
getting
listen to her much,
marginalized,
but
and I think that
she's
just
tight.
naturally that's what started to happen, and the synthesizers didn't hurt it. The technology didn't hurt it per se. I just think that it just got homogenized because of not to take anything away from any good great groups in the '80s, but like the Midnight Stars, you know what I mean,
LTD.
and like say the Lakesides, which are good bands, but
Jeffrey Osborne to this day, Lisa, is on fire. Jeffrey Osborne and Peebo Bryson. Oh my God. Them brothers they sing like they did back then. You know how age after a while it can kind of take its toll on your voice. But I'm telling you the truth. Jeffrey Osborne and Peebo Bryson, up close and personal, man, they still got it. They really do. You dropped a bomb on me. Yeah. Slave is, We're going to end up having a party up in here in a minute if we don't be careful.
they weren't pushing the envelope like these guys were. You know what I'm saying?
I'll pull out
So
my
I don't
iPad.
know. I don't know. You had Crusaders, but by that
Yes.
point, the whole thing started to change. So okay, so then you got Rick James with the punk funk,
Uh-huh.
and then you got Prince, who was taking his shit another way. So I don't know. It's the same tradition, but they just got different colors and different textures in it.
Mm-hmm.
It's interesting you mentioned Midnight Store because there's this a lot of the L.A. funk aside from War, put them in their own box, was much more arranged and smoothed out. The Brothers Johnson and Lakeside, Midnight Star.
See, I didn't even know they were from LA. Okay.
Well, which one?
Midnight Star.
I mean, yeah, they might be from the Midwest too. A lot of those bands moved, and then Earth and the Fire they were the best of the smoothed out and the most complicated.
Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Yeah, by far.
Yeah. But they were the best, to me, the best hybrid. Especially during early Charles Stephanie doing all the arrangements. Shit was killer.
Oh man, that's the way of the world.
Yes, that's the way of the world. Open our eyes.
Devotion.
God.
So they were and also they had the harmonies.
Yes.
The two best shows are the best shows I've ever seen, probably musically, Earth and the Fire at Madison Square Garden. I saw they played every year. I mean they would come every year. That's the way of the world.
That's the way of the world.
Spirit. All in all, they came every year.
Hello, Luscious L.
They had the Doug Henning things where they would be on one side of the stage.
Oh my God, Bobby Womack.
And then
A woman's gotta have it.
because they also were they were African.
Yes.
Yeah. And they had the whole kalimba and the rhythms they were doing. One of the biggest records they got sampled in New York in the early days of hip hop was.
Yes, he does, Catherine. He does look good.
So no one was doing that at that time. They fused it all. Eventually, like you said, in the 80s, everyone just started writing pop songs.
Yeah.
I mean, look at Kool and the Gang.
Another one. There you go. See. Oh God. And
How you doing, Luscious?
I mentioned old Kool and the Gang to people. They don't even know what I'm talking about. They have no clue. They think of Kool and the Gang. They think of Celebration.
Yeah, but we can go back to the earlier Jungle Boogie.
They know nothing about that. So
Hollywood Swinging.
Yeah. Hollywood Swinging.
Jungle Boogie.
Jungle
So
Boogie.
let's talk a little bit more about where now. Here we are in 21st century. You're on tour now. You're going to be touring.
Ooh, we telling our age up in here, y'all.
How do you see audiences? Because one of the things that we've been seeing is that there's a lot of white funk bands.
Yeah.
I mean, and a lot of them are jam bands or jam bands that have funk.
Yeah, I would think so, Catherine.
Fish plays funk. And, a lot of these bands that people, Galactic out of New Orleans, look great.
Wow.
Did you send it in an email, Satin?
Do you find as you're going out?
Oh, yeah, Brothers Johnson. Confunction.
Like a lot of the white.
Oh, my God, Steve Arrington. Golly.
That's a
Isaac Brothers.
Malest crowd.
Yeah.
They're in the funk.
Yes. And to me, that's
Satin, if you send it to me in an email, I'll be able to catch it.
I guess Woodstock or crowd or what have you, the hippies, right. the hip black cats and the hip white young generation. But I think just overall, and it's kind of always been like that, right?
Bootsy, Daz Band, Brick.
Things that we as black folk, we kind of just throw away and we're off to the next thing.
Man.
White people always gravitate to it. They did it with the blues.
Oh, here in the chat. Oh, let me go back. Oh, God. Millionaires Cove got me with Average White Band. Let me go up and see.
So I think it's the kind of same thing going on with the funk. You know what I mean?
Now, for you going forward, is that a challenge to you?
Does the Earth, Wind and Fire link? I don't see it, sweetie.
To the audience. I mean,
Wait a minute.
You have an audience that's a soul audience or R&B audience. You have an audience that's a sort of a white funk audience, I guess. Mm-hmm. Is that the challenge now to find a balance between?
Satin, I don't see it, sweetheart. Can you repost it?
I think the challenge is more to get people to not.
If you think you're lonely now,
focus so much.
Wait until tonight, girl. Hey, Lady Letitia. We up here reminiscing on old school songs.
But I love it, I'm starting to see more white people come to the show, and it's like, okay, this, it looks like it's
Child, listen, let me stop this interview for a minute, because I don't want to disrespect the brother, because the brother's interview is pretty interesting, but we done went way off track. We are reliving the days back in the days. We talking about the Spinners. Oh my God, Curtis Mayfield, Average White Band. pick up the pieces, person to person. Schoolboy crush. Oh my God, I wish I could just bust out. You know what? I could. They would demonetize this video. I could play some music. Atlantic Star, Johnny Guitar Watson. Johnny Guitar Watson did one of the very first raps. If anybody really don't know about it, Telephone Bill was one of the first raps. They sure will, Faith. Music will bring anybody together. But Johnny Guitar Watson came out with a song called Telephone Bill. He said everybody laughing and talking about nothing, singing that sexy sound, and in the meantime and in between time, I'm down here on the ground. But now I'm not pertaining to the present status quo. Oh man, I'm gonna have to play it. Y'all listen to this for a while. Let me go find it.
Generation, what have you. So there's less
Be right back.
separation between all these different genres of music, you know. So I think that when you see more white people coming to the concerts, it's definitely like manifestation of that, you know, proof of that, you know.
Yeah, one of the things that's interesting too, I talked about your band, was that, just that you find a lot of one of the things we found is that we see in live bands, there's just very few black live bands. Yes. Is it partly because there's no role models, so it's easy to just make, if there's no role models, why should I put a band together? No one's getting a deal.
And I gotta say, it's not because there's not a lot of young black musicians, young great, musicians out there. I just think that we kind of caught up in a vicious cycle, a perpetual cycle, and it's. I blame a lot of it on the industry, man, and what the gatekeepers and some of these record execs who they don't want to spend. It costs money to have a band that plays, and you gotta get studio time. Like now, you get all these groups, you know what I'm saying? That's doing so-called hip hop or rap music right now, and and you can record your album in your crib on a Pro Tools. You don't have to go into the studio. You don't have to pay for a band to have hotel rooms on tour. You get track dates. You don't have to pay for it to bring instruments on the. So I think I don't know, man. I think that it's gonna have to come full circle. And it's gonna have to take something that's gonna break through and be successful commercially before these record execs start, trying to spend a little money on this shit.
It's interesting. You're saying so that it makes black music easily marketable, but you don't have to spend as much to invest in it.
There you go. That's right. I mean, we just gotta break that cycle. The artists have always had the power to do that, and we've done it in the past, so we just gotta do it again.
So the young black musicians are there. They're in the church.
They're in the church. They got chops. They playing jazz. They know who Charlie Parker is. I mean, there's some young bad cats out there, young, like 18, 19. They're on the YouTube. They're studying. I mean, they're good, and a lot of people just think that, this is young black kids don't know shit about music, don't know shit about instruments or playing guitar or what have you, and it's not the case. It really isn't. I just don't think that the powers that be are letting that shit come through, Why? I don't know. But I tell you what, it gives us a lot of power, Earth, Wind, and Fire, Part of the Mothers. That shit gave us a lot of power and awareness. Music does that. We can dictate the culture. We can teach culture.
I mean, it's interesting that, because it feels like when Bernie Worrell made a really good point to us. He was saying that yes, you can get a computer and you can play E, and but you don't know, if you don't know theory, you don't know about E sharp, E flat. You don't know all the possibilities around that note. And I think when you listen to the radio, what young black music is very simple.
Yes.
And there's no, except for maybe Kanye was on the radio, but there's not a lot of people. The records are like, and
It's ridiculous. I never would have thought that it would have got to this point. It's because everyone always said that the disco era was the worst. I would love to listen to some of that shit compared to what they put down there. It's ridiculous. It's crazy. It's crazy.
So tell me, how do you feel? I mean, we'll wrap up with this. I mean, going forward, you're a musician who's steeped in all the tradition. You know the heritage.
Yes.
What is your goal going forward as a musician in terms of this tradition of funk and so forth?
Hold the torch. You know what I'm saying? And teach the youth.
Can we ask you to play just a little something on guitar?
Wow. Okay.
Okay, Satin, I'm going to put my email in the chat. I just want you to click on it because I don't see it in there at all. Okay, Satin, can you see that in the chat? Hi, Anthony. Let's continue with his interview.
Just a little. Play one of your oh, sure. Whatever your favorite funk riff is.
Oh, okay, Discerning A. I didn't know if you were or not.
Oh.
We can go there. Because I know you've been. This is something I know you studied. Alan was telling me been studying this the last few years really hard. Yeah, Jesse Johnson is the teacher. It's not bad.
Yes, this is actually his guitar. Well, he gave it to me.
Oh, it looked like one of his suits from one of those.
That's right. Yeah.
Oh God.
He was actually holding it.
Iron Cream Castle.
Well, it was probably during that period. He's definitely holding this guitar on the Shockadelica album. So yeah.
I saw a date on here of September 2024. I'm not sure if that's the date it was posted or if it was sooner than that.
Music section.
He seemed pretty well. So it must be soon. It must have been before September of last year. Yeah, he does look good here. Oh, okay. Nelson George. Okay. That's Sly. More that funky stuff. I got to get just more of that. More that funky stuff. I gotta go back and get more that funky stuff. I got to get some more of that. More that funky stuff. Yeah. Yes. More of that funky stuff.
Last question for the road. Oh, um, favorite funk album. Favorite funk album.
God damn! What? No. Oh,
Come
no.
on, man.
What? Oh shit!
The one you have to have on a desert island.
God damn it!
When you're locked in that desert island, baby, what's the album you got to have?
Parade. Prince and the Revolution. Parade. I'm sorry. That's it. Damn! Look! I'm sorry, man. I know, but that's the one. That's the one. Parade.
Okay.
Parade.
Okay. How about this? One more hard one.
Okay.
If again, let's go with our friend just landed from Mars. Okay, what's the record he should listen to that says, okay, this is funk. Just listen to this and you get it.
Okay. There's a ride going on. Yep. Slide of Family Stone.
You know, funny that of all the records, that of all the mini records, that comes up of all the time.
Yeah.
So across the board, that seems to be one of the definitive records for
That's
everybody. No matter all the fun stuff he did before.
That's the one. I was getting ready to say Stan, but I was like, nah. Yeah.
There's also interesting like
Right.
Mike D, all the hip hop people. I didn't realize until we interviewed Mike D how much of Paul's Boutique is there's a ride going on.
Wow.
Half the samples on that thing, and he went into a whole thing about that album.
Damn.
So there's something about that particular. When we interviewed Sly, we asked him about family affairs, and I'm going to fuck up the story, but the way he basically said like, there were these two sisters downstairs. They were always arguing. I ended up marrying one of them. That's another story. I went upstairs, and that's why I wrote the song. It's about and the way he said I married the other woman was just so fucking funny. And then he goes, you know what I did on a honeymoon night? I went to the studio. That didn't go over too well. So he was incredibly funny in this really weird way. So all the wit and all of the stuff that you know is there, it pops out. It's in there, It's just like, it's just buried in there, kind of, but it's there.
Wow.
It's there. Well, man, this is amazing. I hope you enjoyed it.
I did. I had fun, man. This is
your first
awesome.
TV interview in how long?
I can't remember.
Well, it's good. You break you in. We broke you in, baby. We broke you in.
Thank you, sir.
That's fantastic. That's great stuff. You guys ready? Room tone? Yeah. Okay.
Good interview. Well, that does that interview. He's over. That was a wonderful interview. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Well, I'm going to break some rules now. I ain't going to play the whole thing. Oh, my goodness. Okay. I guess I should, yeah. Next song. That was just a snippet. I caught it before they could do anything. Uh oh. Okay. One more. One more. One more. That's too much. I'd been and got really whopped with a copyright. I think that was enough. That was my tribute to the man we know as D'Angelo. I'll just play a little bit more cruising. Stop, stop, stop. Okay. Okay. I'll be good. I'll be good. I'll be good. I hope they don't hit me. That wasn't very much. That wasn't very much. That was just a snippet. Right? Well, if they hit me for it, I can always mute it out. But I had to give honor where honor is due, and give honor to the man we know as D'Angelo. I'm sorry to see him gone. Gone but not forgotten. Man, oh man. They did have a little article in here as well. If in fact we didn't really go over a whole lot of information already about him, I guess I could read this to you. But you guys have probably already heard it too. Yes, he is going to be missed. Wow, Angie brought him and Snoop together. My goodness. It's very sad. I'm going to go ahead and... Thank you, Angelina. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to post this one last article. Let's see. Let's do the one that mentions Angie, because she's got to get her props in this too. D'Angelo dated 12 years older Angie Stone in the 90s, never married, had 3 children out of wedlock. Grammy award-winning singer D'Angelo passed away at the age of 51. While the world is mourning his demise, not many know about his personal life and how he dated 11-year-older Angie Stone. And that's her and him and little Michael. Look at little Michael. I would think he would have said no. Because, I mean, pancreatic cancer is no joke. The famous Grammy award-winning artist D'Angelo passed away at the age of 51. His death left the entire industry in shock. The family confirmed his death on October 14th, 2025. His real name was Michael D'Angelo Archer. He is survived by 3 children. His family shared an official statement on his demise and revealed how his passing has left a big void. And this is the family statement. On October 14, 2025, D'Angelo left for the heavenly abode at the age of 51. The singer's family confirmed his passing in a statement to Variety. They revealed that he had been battling cancer for a long time. They added that his legacy will remain, as he gave glorious years to music. The family's statement can be read as follows. The shining star of our family has dimmed his light for us in this life. After a prolonged and courageous battle with cancer, we are heartbroken to announce that Michael D'Angelo Archer known to his fans around the world as D'Angelo, has been called home, departing this life today, October 14th, 2025. We are saddened that he can only leave dear memories with his family, but we are eternally grateful for the legacy of extraordinarily moving music he leaves behind. We ask that you respect our privacy during this difficult time, but invite you all to join us in mourning his passing, while also celebrating the gift of song that he has left for the world. Since talking about D'Angelo's personal life, he was once head over heels in love with actress-singer Angie Stone. She died in March 2025 in a car crash near Montgomery. After 8 months, D'Angelo passed away. The two met in the 90s when D'Angelo was just 19 years old, while Angie Stone was 30 years old. In an old interview with Essence, Angie revealed that when she met D'Angelo, he was just a kid, she said. When I was dating him, he wore glasses, had short hair, and his pants were hanging down to his butt. He was just a 19-year-old kid with big shorts, and nobody cared and no one saw his beauty but me. People often accused Angie of being a predator, but their love was timeless and ageless. The couple welcomed a son out of wedlock. Their relationship lasted for 4 years, and they even collaborated on their debut albums. After the birth of their son, they continued to co-parent him. Once Angie said, "D'Angelo and I are parents first. For the sake of my son, I would never disrespect his father. I am an understanding sister, and it's a love-hate relationship, and I hope people don't misunderstand my statement." Talking about D'Angelo, he welcomed a son, Michael Archer, with his ex-girlfriend Angie Stone in 1998. They continued to co-parent him. However, D'Angelo never got married, but he has 2 other children. His daughter, Imani Archer, was born in 1999, and she followed in his footsteps. Later in 2010, he welcomed another son named Morocco Archer. However, the mothers of his 2 other kids are not publicly known. D'Angelo was born in 1974 as Michael Eugene Archer. He soon rose to fame in the mid-1990s as a singer and songwriter. He was hailed as the forefather of NeoSoul, a genre that emerged from R&B. His debut album, Brown Sugar, received a lot of love from musical critics, and the album received 4 Grammy Award nominations. Ooh, there's that video. I think that's it. And oh, did y'all hear that Diane Keaton passed too? Last week. So they leaving up out of here. Left and right. Left and right. There's just so many tributes to him. I couldn't imagine going over every last one of them. I've got one here from People magazine. I think it's best to just leave well enough alone. We don't want to keep rehashing this over and over again. I feel that the best way to pay tribute to him is to listen to his music. Is that right, Catherine? Wow. Oh my goodness. Well, I'm gonna close out these other ones because they're all basically saying the same thing. Thank you, Lady Letitia. Thank you so much. But you know, I still got to pay one more little tribute to my brother. Even though I already played it once, I'm going to play some more. And if they hit me with it, they just hit me with it. How about that? Okay. That's enough. That's enough. Oh, okay, Camille. Thank you. I sent you an email. They said they have already started. Oh, boy. Well, we're not going to pay any of that dust. Because everything ain't a conspiracy theory. Wow. Well, like I said, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and end this live. Rest in peace to our brother. Yeah, that's true, Catherine. That's true. I don't want them to demonetize the whole video off of just a few snippets, because they will. So I'm just going to end it at that and say rest in peace, D'Angelo, and our deepest condolences to his children. Okay. You guys have a wonderful evening, and I will be back tomorrow. Hopefully we won't be going over someone else's demise. I mean, it's nerve-wracking. It's nerve-wracking. It just lets us know our time is near as well. I bet he was. Well, y'all, I love y'all. And again, I will see you tomorrow. And in the meantime and in between time, love one another. Peace out.
Thanks for staying close through thick and thin. You stuck around, let the journey begin. Every like, every comment, you light up my day. Your loyalty's a gift I won't take away. From dawn to dusk, you've been my kinfolk crew. This song's for you, for everything you do. We grow together through highs and lows. Your support is the wind that makes me glow. With every single view, you lift me higher. Your love and dedication fuels my fire. Here's to my loyal kinfolk, my shining stars. Together we're championing near and far. This is our moment, our family story to tell. Thank you for being so real. You make my heart swell. No distance could ever break this bond. You trust, your love, forever fun. As I close this chapter with gratitude, this outro's for you, my kinfolk. So stay tuned, keep dreaming, we'll soar anew. I'm forever grateful for all of you. Until next time, keep shining bright, loyal friends and kinfolk. Good night.